Hi, I'm just going to do a short video on how to set up file sharing with WDTV Live. I had a really hard time over the weekend. It is not intuitive. It is difficult. I have a fairly high level of degree of tech savviness, and I struggled with this. One alternative you could try that worked for me flawlessly, worked in under 5 minutes, but I was determined to get it work, was I just used a PS3 media server. I downloaded it, set it up, added the folder I wanted to share, and literally it was done and working within minutes. So that might be an alternative for some people if they're having a hard time. And you don't have to get into file sharing, enabling security, permission, nothing. It's all done automatically for you. So that might be a way to go for some. Okay, so if you're determined to do it this way through Windows and use the Windows Media Server, this is how to do it. Go into your control panel, Network and Internet. First, what we're going to do is set up the network. Network and Sharing Center. Under your network, you want to make sure it's a home network. If it's not, it says work or public, change it. All you have to do is click on it. And you'll see here, so click on it whenever you're off and click on the home network. It may prompt to ask you to set up a home group. Just forget about that. Just cancel. Just don't do it. It'll cause you more problems than it'll solve. Okay, so now we're going to go into our sharing options right here. Our home network is done. Change advanced sharing settings. This is where a lot of people get tripped up, and most people will have this right. Turn on network discovery, yep. Turn on file and printer sharing, yep. Turn off public folder sharing. By default, this will be on. Shut it off. There's lots of reasons why this is off. I won't get into them, but you do want it off. You need to have your media streaming off. This is because it's going to be it'll use Windows Media Player as a way to stream, but we don't want to do that. Very counterintuitive, because if I have a media streaming turn on, let's say I just bought my WDTV Live at Costco. I want to set it up. I go here, I turn it on. I go in and I look. Oh, WDTV Live currently in use. No problem. I wouldn't even dream of blocking this or doing anything with it. You actually do need to block it. So go in and block all. You can go in here and block, or you can just go here and block all. And make sure you hit OK. We'll double check that media streaming is off. It is. The 128-bit encryption is off. Now, this is also a tricky one. Make sure your password protected sharing is off. I did get prompted for a password when I went to go to my setup on WDTV Live. It did ask for a password. It had pre-filled in anonymous and then a password. What you need to do is go in the anonymous field, delete all the characters. This is in your WDTV Live with your WDTV remote. Delete all the characters, submit, go to the password, delete all the characters, and submit that, and it will connect fine, no problem. You'll never have to look at it again, hopefully. I say that. Okay, so that's your network setup to be able to share in WDTV Live. Now we have to make sure that the files are set up properly. So go to your hard drive, go to the drive, figure out where you have it set up. Hang on, my computer's really slow. Mine is called Media Share. What I think happens is a lot of people will dump all their movies and their saves into an external drive, and then they'll try and share the whole drive. So they right click on like, I don't know, whatever's over here, right click on it and try and change the properties in there. It won't work. You have to do it. It has to be a folder to be able to share it. So mine's called Media Share. Yours could be pictures, movies, kids movies, Blu-rays, I don't know. So I'm going to go to Media Share. I was in here earlier setting it up, so it may already be set up, but I'll walk you through. We'll go to Properties, and first we're going to go to Security and make sure that the right people have access to the file and own the file. When I was here before, it just had my name here. We want to have everyone. If it's not there, go to Edit, Add, type in everyone, look at these controls. Really, you only need to have read and execute this folder contents and read. It does no harm, no foul to have this done. Okay, so the permissions are there. Good. I'm just going to go in here. Now, this is pretty important. This is also where most people screw up. I'm just going to do something really quick. Okay. Most times when you go in here, so most times when we go into, we're in security, going to advanced, you're going to see this great area, include inheritable permission from the object's parents. You do not want that checked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go where it says Lisa, change permissions. Hang on, change permissions. I'm going to remove. And it's okay to remove that. Make sure everyone, yeah, it's done. Now we'll hit apply. and double check it's not inherited. That's the big reason why we're in there. Everybody's allowed everything. Again, really you only need to have read and write. Even read would just be fine. Okay, so our security's done. Now we're going into share. This might not be checked. If you're in share, put in share. Go into advanced sharing. Share this folder. This is what it looks like when it's not. So you hit share this folder. And you can actually type in a name for this folder if you want. I just put media share. Now I'm going to go into permissions. This is key. Everyone allowed. Administrator. Yeah, I just have everyone allowed just to make sure. And apply. And okay. And okay. Close that. I'm just trying to think if I've forgotten anything. Nope. You should be set up and ready to go with this setup. If you have any problems, I was going to say, email me. Don't email me. I don't want to hear any problems. Seriously, I worked on this quite a bit, and you should have no issues anymore. What I would do though is I'd reboot my computer, I'd reboot my modem, I'd reboot my router, and I would reboot the WDTV Live before doing this. I might even, to be sure, go in and reset the WDTV Live to factory defaults, because you may have done something with it and inadvertently put in a different a setting. So you can flip to the bottom of it and you'll see like a little pinhole, and you can put a paper clip or a pin or bobby pin or whatever then to reset it. So those are my recommendations. Hope this works, and good luck.